Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and today we are going to be creating some adorable little gnomes using the new Gnome thin cut from Close to My Heart. So as in true Close to My Heart fashion, all of these thin cuts always come on that amazing magnetic sheet. So it's really easy for storage and really easy to find all your dies. So I'm just showing you right here, there are some teeny tiny little pieces, but the assembly is super easy. So I'm going to use art glitter glue. A liquid adhesive I think is best for this just because it gives you some wiggle room. You could probably use a tape runner, but I would still suggest a liquid adhesive of whatever your favorite liquid adhesive it is will work just fine. So I didn't get too creative with this one. I actually kept it exactly the same as the carrier sheet in the die cuts. So I gave her a little yellow hat and a red shirt and brown hair, but I am just quickly assembling this so you can kind of see how quick it is to put together. So those little braids are really nice because they do have notches on each side where you can kind of tell if you're on the right or the left side. And as you can see, the first one I put down, I was actually on the wrong side, but it's super easy to tell right away. And again, with using liquid adhesive, you can have some wiggle room so you can kind of move it around. So I'm just assembling this one exactly as is, as the carrier sheet said to kind of assemble it and goes together. Right here I'm showing you that little hand, you can kind of see how it's curved where it needs to go down. So with the assembly, there is kind of a method to this madness. There are certain things you do have to put down first. So with the shirt, you do have to put the shirt down first before you put the hair over it. And the same thing with the flower stem. You have to put the flower stem down before you put the hand on. And right here, I'm showing you that there is that tiny little notch, and that is the part where you line it up with the stem. So you can see that she's actually holding it. And then the flower is really easy to assemble. You just need to line it up with the shape and kind of put it on. So that pretty much completes this one right here, but there are so many awesome possibilities with this set, and I'm going to show you one idea that I came up with, which was giving her a little friend. So this is for the fall season, obviously, with that flower right there, the sunflower, but you can easily convert this to pretty much anything else. So right here I'm showing you that I am giving her a little friend. So I actually cut out two little beards off of my Cricut, and I just found them free on Design Space. And right here I'm showing you the parts that I cut off. So I cut off her braids, and then I cut off that bottom part right there that's kind of connected to the braid. Because otherwise when you put the shirt on, you could still see the body, but with this way, you don't see that anymore. So it looks weird now that it's kind of like a chopped up little gnome, but when you're assembling it, no one will ever see it because they'll never see the back side of it. I also cut off the flower stem. That was really easy. And then the flower does connect to the body, but I just went on the curve of the hat and just cut it off, and you really don't notice. And you're going to put another layer with the hat over it, so again, you're really not going to see the main body at all. So what I did was take some mink and a little dauber and kind of just did the edge to kind of give it more of a gray appearance on that beard. So there's also a learning curve when you do change it to a boy gnome as well. And you can see right here I kind of caught myself. So you do, at least for the beard that I cut out, you do kind of want to tuck it in under the hat. So again, this is why liquid adhesive is really nice. And then I tucked the nose under too, and then realized, oh, I actually like the look of the nose being tucked under. So I did the girl's gnome as well. I probably could have left it as is, but when I was looking at it, I thought it was much cuter, a little bit tucked under the hat. And that's another thing to kind of keep in mind when you are creating them. If you want the nose tucked under the hat, make sure you tuck it under, because obviously with the girl one, you could see that the paper ripped a little, but it's really no big deal because I can just glue another nose on it later. So with him, you can kind of see I just assembled him pretty much the same way, besides adding the little beard that I tucked under. And now she has a little partner in crime, and I do plan on putting both of these on a scrapbook page. Thanks so much for joining me. Happy crafting, and I will see you all next time.